I'm delighted to be joined by the wonderful Zhany and Steve Hughes from Rockin The Bowl. How are you?
Hi, Anne. We're great. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well. Getting used to Zoom with my nice new background, which you can't see because I'm in the way. I like your background.
This is the HQ, or to call it another name, our spare room upstairs.
Fair enough, fair enough. We've all got them now, HQs in our homes, thanks to COVID.
Yeah, that's true. But it is great. There's posters everywhere and coasters from pubs we've been to, and yeah, it's got nice atmosphere.
It has. Well, it looks like it has from here anyway. Let's get on with it. We're going to be talking about this year's Rockin The Bowl and looking ahead to next year's as well. So I know plans are, well, I'm sure they're underway for that. So we're going to find out. So we've got the 3-day open air festival at the Don Valley Bowl in Sheffield. So you're based in Sheffield. I've not been to the Don Valley Bowl before, so I'm looking forward to this. It's a 3-day event, 10th to 12th of September, which has changed quite considerably from the original plan. So tell us a bit about how plans changed and from what to how they are now.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Well, our 2019 first ever event was a one-dayer, and it went really well under the circumstances, even though we weren't professionals back then, and we're still not. This is a grassroots thing we do for the love of the music. And so, of course, a few mistakes were made, and we thought in 2020 we're going to get it right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we all know what happened to 2020.
You do.
And so when we came back after, like every other person on the planet, the disappointment of having no live rock and roll, we thought we got to do something a little bit more. Let's take it up a notch and let's make up for the disappointment of ourselves, the disappointment of the bands, the disappointment of rock fans across all festivals and shows. And let's see if we can make it 3 days. Went to the council, said, can we? And they said, yes. Went to our bank manager and said, can we? And he said, oh, no. So we did it anyway.
Why not? Sorry, I've got a barking dog. Close the door.
All right. I like the way she fades into the
It's working from home.
Ours is asleep just behind us.
We got one down here.
So let's start with the Friday night. So this is the first night of this was the party night. What can we expect at the party night?
Well, we decided to ease people into it, and we have the amazing Cats in Space headlining. I don't know if you went to Rockin Blues. I didn't think you did. No, but they were fantastic, and the fans love them. So we are expecting a great show. And of course, Outlaw Orchestra, Sheffield is kind of their home gig. Every time they come to Sheffield, they have a brilliant time, I hope, from what I've seen. Last time we hosted them was in the corporation just 7 days ago, in fact. We had a gig and it went really, really well. People were super enthusiastic to be back, having fun, dancing. And we've got Dax and Roxanne, Liberty Lies, the City Kids and Bastet. So really excited about all of the bands. Some of them have become a lot bigger than when we first booked them. So we're expecting a great show on Friday.
And how many bands do you have over the whole 3 days?
We got 32 bands over the whole 3 days.
And no clashes.
And no clashes at all.
Brilliant. Wow, that's a lot of music you're going to be able to fit in.
It is. And just as a side note to the Friday, being a party, we're going to have a few party games going on. There's going to be a junior air guitar competition, which we'd like you to be one of the judges, if you'd be so kind.
If you don't mind.
And then we'll have a, what can we say, PC? An adults air guitar competition as well.
That will need judging as well.
And we'll have a comedy set from our compare Mr. Pete K. Malley. So we'll have rock and roll comedy.
Doesn't he?
He does it. He is fantastic. Such a high energy guy, and just got married, so
Yeah.
super happy.
Yeah.
Wow. So is there
Yeah.
anyone in particular you're most looking forward to welcoming to this year?
All right. Can I say that one?
Yeah,
That
go
one
for it.
is,
Go
well,
for
for me, it's got to be Doro on Saturday. Simply because for me, she's an absolute legend and an absolute professional as well. And I just know she's got the most friendly attitude. We've been watching her lives, and she's just such an earnest and genuinely lovely person. I can't wait to meet her personally. Yes.
I can't wait to
And
meet
for
her
you?
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, yeah, I'll echo what Zhany said about Doro, and obviously we're looking forward to meeting every single
Of
band.
course we are.
But to narrow it down, I've got to go with Massive Wagons.
Yeah.
We can't really say why,
No,
because something very special is in the pipeline.
and it's a secret.
We're sworn to
We can't
secrecy
say.
because when people see Massive Wagons hit the stage, we want them to not know what's coming. But trust me, something is coming.
I can't wait. So
Yeah, so,
We've got a hell of a special party.
yeah,
this year.
there's a bit of intrigue there, but you won't prize it out of us. I know you're very persuasive, but I'm sorry.
I know when to stop, so I don't want to spoil the surprise for anybody, including myself. I quite like surprises, so wait to see that. So is the whole of the event outdoors, or do you have contingency plans for the British weather?
Of course. We went down to the bowl today and it was blazing sunshine, so we're hoping for blazing sunshine again. We do have a contingency plan, so I don't know if you're aware, but we've got 2 stages, which is why we have no clashes. So we have the Mikey Lawless stage in memory of Mikey Lawless, and I think Rockin The Bowl 2019 was his last gig, but one gig. But it was a very special one for everybody involved. So I think all of the musicians are really looking forward to playing on the stage of his name. But the second stage is the Steel City stage, and that is in a marquee.
Okay.
So there is scope.
Is that mainly local bands? Am I right in thinking?
Yes,
that's
right.
Yeah. Sheffield and South Yorkshire and into Derbyshire, Chesterfield area.
Right.
Yeah.
The marquee can hold a good amount of people. About 500 odd people can fit into that marquee quite easily. And also our bar area is bigger than we need it to be. Yeah. And our disabled viewing platforms will all be covered over as well. So the disabled people can have the best of both worlds. They don't have to go running for cover. They've already got it. But we have to have a wet weather plan.
Sure.
Sensible.
A sensible one.
A sensible one. So we're quietly confident that even if the heavens open up, we got it covered.
Oh, well, so you got the bands, you got the indoor, the outdoor, the 2 stages, the party, the competitions, everything sorted. Are there going to be any specialist stalls there where people can buy unusual and weird and wonderful goodies? I mean, what have you got? Who have you got coming along selling things?
Absolutely. Well, we've got quite a few vendors coming of different wares, anything from clothes to gadgets to wonderful food. Actually,
I like a festival with food. Oh, I do.
Yes, good quality food.
Diverse food, not just burger vans. We love our burger vans, we love our fish and chips, but that's not good enough these days. You have to have good stuff.
That's right. We need variety and
vegan, vegetarian, cups of tea, cups of coffee, the whole works.
We're working on getting enough stock of gluten-free beer as well for the bar, so that should be covered by the time we're there. But yeah, just to name a few. So we've got, for example, Jaded Heart, who have been supporting us from the start, so they're coming. And
Mojo Rocks. Most people know who Mojo Rocks are. They'll be there with their store, which gives you beautiful lights and personalised trainers and all sorts of gadgets and
Jaded Heart, as you probably know, is endorsed by Anne Stokes anyway, so there's going to be a lot of her art there, which we all love. I love anyway. There's all sorts of things. There's some stuff for the children as well. We don't have a fairground, because we like to keep it music oriented.
There's going to be, all being well, there's going to be wood carving and axe throwing.
Oh my God, that sounds dangerous.
It's completely safe. Don't worry. They come with their own cage.
Take turn and just grab an axe and throw it somewhere it lands.
Yeah, I hasten to add wood carving and axe throwing are not combined. It's two separate things. And something that's very important for a festival, we have power banks and phone charging stations. That'll be there as well. All the usual water, fresh water facilities, hygiene facilities, washing, and gels and all the usual COVID things that you would expect.
Sanitisation thing stays, because I really like that. You know, I've always carried hand sanitizer in my bag with me and used it, you know, wherever I've been. And this is great now that I don't have to go into my bag. Everyone's got sanitizer around. I love it. Perfect.
Yeah. I don't know if we mentioned it before, but there is a campsite as well this year. So we're doing camping for the first time. And we have got a grand total of 4 camping tickets left.
So this brings me on to my next question. Are there any tickets left? And if so, how can people get hold of them?
Yes. So there are 4 camping tickets available. If a group of friends comes along and snaps them up, well, that's just how it is. We have no more. There are arena tickets left. Sales going very well this year. People have been really supportive, and we've seen an increase in sales in the last couple of weeks. Now that people are more confident that events will actually go ahead on this time scale and this scale as well. All tickets are available from our website, so that's rockinthebowl.co.uk, and the ticket and merch link gives you all the tickets, all the merch. You can pre-buy some t-shirts as well, collect them on the day.
Yeah, we also have on-site secure car parking for people who are coming just for the day, or even if they want to come for the weekend but they want to go home each night, not a problem. There's secure parking on site for cars, people who aren't camping. Camper vans are welcome with no supplement. They just pay the same as everybody else.
Everybody else who is camping,
so we're trying to make it as inclusive and easy and good value for absolutely everybody.
Certainly sounds like that. And next year, so how are your plans going for projects? I know you have to plan these things a whole year in advance, probably.
Well in advance.
So, yeah.
Well, next weekend is a big date for us, 28th, because we're going to be announcing the first major part of our lineup, and 2022 tickets are coming on sale. Again, through our website. And maybe Steve can give you a few hints and clues without spoiling any surprises.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that, but first thing that people would, it's quite unusual to announce your following lineup before you've even had this year's gig. So not many people do that. The decision was made because COVID has kind of turned everything on its head. And so many festivals and gigs and shows, their 2022 lineups are all out there already. We all know them, and the ones who unfortunately had to cancel theirs earlier on in the year, all their 2022 lineups are out. Bloodstock have just announced some of theirs, so we thought, well, let's just join in the party and announce ours, because we know, I'd say we know about 50% of our lineup. Yeah. And people who are sort of wondering, you're going to get the new wave of classic rock style bands. There'll be there'll be more of those, as there were this year, but obviously if you look at our lineup this year, it won't be the same. So people can have a think of what's left out there that we could have booked. Right. Some big names in that genre. Some of the top ones in that genre will be in amongst the mix. That's right. We always like to throw a little bit of a curveball that nobody would have thought about, like we did with Doro. Still rock and roll, still very rock and metal, but people would, if you were doing guesses and you were guessing the usual suspects, maybe have a guess a little bit off to one side.
Got my brain working now. Okay, I'm going to give this a little bit of thought and see if I can come up with any ideas that might fit What,
Well,
you've
if you
got-
do-
what you've got planned?
If you do go on our group, we're running a little merch competition at the moment. So whoever
Yeah, but-
guesses the lineup as close as possible to our nice announcement, we'll have a little merch package.
merchandise
Oh,
package
that's
for
really
that
cool.
there.
I
So
love that. I love
yeah,
that.
so anybody who's listening and wants to just send us a message or put it on the social media, have a little guess, and we'll give you a merch package of hip flasks and coasters and beer bottle openers and things, just for fun. Why not?
Do you have any slots available for bands that would like to take part next year? And
We do.
if so, how do they get in touch with you?
We do indeed. So Steve books the bands, he makes the choices, and the way for bands to submit their interest, go on our website. There is a link for band submission, and it gives you all the information you need there.
And is there a deadline for that?
It's
Not really.
It's open at the moment. When we have a full lineup, well, then applications are closed. It's as easy as that. I'll be always available in a nearby pub if anybody wants to bribe me.
And lastly, are we looking at a 3-day event again next year?
Yes, we are.
So we're going
Yes,
to
and we've decided that we're going to stick with a 3-day format.
Yeah, people seem to like it. It doesn't really, the 1-day event or the 3-day event, they all have their places in the rock calendar, but Sheffield has been starved of something like this for so long. We thought, well, come on, let's continue to give them a bigger show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I personally can't wait. I've not been to Don Valley Bowl before. I've not been to Rockin The Bowl before. I'm really excited. I'm hoping the weather will be lovely for you, because that will just be
We all
icing
do.
on the cake, won't it?
Yeah.
But if not, we're all still going to have an amazing time. So either way, it's a win-win. Thanks so much for chatting to me, guys. Lovely talking
Thanks,
to you again. And wishing you all the best with the rest of the arrangements. I know it's probably a bit of a hectic time for you now, the last few weeks and the run-up to the event. So
It is.
hope everything runs smoothly.
Thank you.
That's good.
It is a lot to
Great.
do, but our team is fantastic, and everybody's really pulling in the same direction, and it's really happening for us. So.
Thank you so much for having us on your show. We appreciate that, and we really look forward to meeting up with you and seeing you in a few weeks' time. It's going to be great fun.
Can't wait. Take care, guys.
Not long to go.
Lots
Thank you.
of love.
Bye.
Bye.